Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Worship Wednesday. We're glad that you're here to join us. We're going to be singing No Longer Slaves. Pastor Kristen's going to come up and do a quick little preach about it and what the song's about. And so let's just dive into it. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies till all my fears are gone.
There's almost this transition from slaves to heirs, right? It's like a transitional song. Sometimes we get so caught up in like the catchiness of the words of a song that I think we forget about what it's actually saying and the declaration that it's making and even the purpose for why we're doing it. It's to worship Him, it's to bring glory to Him. But the message of this song is really talking about us as followers of Jesus. At one time we were enslaved, we were in chains. We were in bondage to our sin or to fear. And for me, this song really hits close to home because for a long time, I was a slave to fear. I felt like I was in a cage all the time, and there was this heavy burden sitting on my shoulders. But God has now lifted that burden, and He wants to do the same for everyone. He wants to free us from those things that weigh us down, from those chains that hold us. Whether that's fear or whether that's sin or whether that's an issue that you have in your life that you haven't dealt with. He wants to lift that off of you. And in this song, it talks about this relationship with God, becoming adopted by Him and what our life looks like. When we're adopted into His family, we are delivered from that slavery. We are taken from that position of being a slave and adopted into a family. We are taken from bondage of sin and death. And now we have become heirs with Christ. Slaves to heirs. I love when God does things like that are so unexpected. We don't expect Him to do something so amazing and remarkable. But God has a way of taking things that the world expects and just turning them around. A good example of this is back when Jesus came to earth. The Israelite people were expecting their Messiah to be this warrior, this king that would come in and just destroy all of their enemies. They weren't expecting Jesus. They were expecting someone to come in and just destroy everyone who would oppose them. But they didn't expect someone who was coming to wash away their sin. Jesus came to do more than what was expected. He came to liberate us from bondage, to adopt us as sons and daughters, as heirs. And He didn't leave us as slaves to sin or fear. He doesn't want us to stay there. He wants us to have that freedom. And because of our adoption into His family, we get to walk in that freedom every single day, being sons and daughters of a king and being broken from the bondage of sin and death. So as we sing that song, let's think about what those words really mean. What does it mean for you to walk in freedom? What is the thing that you need lifted off of you, the bondage that you need broken in your life? And just declare that to God right now of the things that you want broken off of your life. In Jesus' name.
Sing No Longer Slaves. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Yes, I am. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Sing from my mother's womb. And from my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Your love has called my name. Yeah, and I've been born again into your family. Yeah, your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Yes, I am. I'm no longer a slave to fear. 'Cause I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. You rescued me so I could stand and say, I am a child of God. You split the sea so I could walk right through it. My fears are drowned in perfect love. But you rescued me so I could stand and say, I am a child of God. Yes, I am. Yes, I am a child of God. Oh, I am a child of God. Yes, I am. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. No more strongholds. I'm no longer a slave to fear. Yeah, I am a child of God. We're set free, Lord. 'Cause I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. And I'm no longer a slave to fear. Sing it out. I am a child of God. I am. I am a child of God. Yes, I am a child of God. Pray that your week continues and that you feel the presence of God. God has given us resurrection power, and especially in these times. He's equipped us for battle, and He always will. So God bless you guys. God bless you and your families, wherever you are in the world. pray for safety for you.